what if we could actually measure how close AI is to like doing groundbreaking math? Not just solving textbook problems.
Mhm.
That's where this frontier math comes in.
Yeah.
It's a benchmark designed to test AI's ability to solve seriously difficult,
Uh,
original math problems,
yeah.
the kind that would make even a Fields medalist sweat.
It's fascinating because frontier math isn't just about like seeing if AI can just crunch numbers, right?
Right.
It's about understanding if AI can really grasp
Yeah.
complex mathematical concepts and
Yeah.
come up with creative solutions.
Right, because we've all seen AI solve those impressive chess puzzles or
Right.
write code,
Yeah.
but can it do the kind of math that pushes the boundaries of human knowledge?
Yeah.
That's the real question here.
Yeah.
And to make things even trickier, there's this whole issue of benchmark contamination.
Benchmark contamination is a real problem in AI research.
Yeah.
It happens when AI models are tested on problems that are really similar to the ones they were trained on,
Mm.
which can make them seem
Okay.
way more capable than they actually are.
Yeah.
It's like acing a test because you already peeked at the answer key.
Ah. So how do you create a truly challenging test for AI?
Right.
I mean,
Well, frontier math tackles this head on
okay.
by using completely new math problems that have never, ever been published before.
So these are
Yeah.
brand new,
Yeah.
never before seen
Problems.
Fun.
And these aren't just any math problems. They're designed to be incredibly difficult, covering a huge range of topics,
Okay.
from number theory and combinatorics to more abstract areas like category theory.
Category theory.
Yeah,
That sounds
pretty intense.
pretty intense.
Yeah.
What is that?
So think of it as a way of finding hidden patterns and connections between different areas of math.
Okay.
It's like looking at the underlying structure of mathematics itself.
Whoa.
It's definitely not something you'd find in a high school textbook.
No. Okay, so we're talking about genuinely tough problems that cover this vast landscape of mathematics.
Mm-hmm.
But how do they ensure that AI isn't just getting lucky
Right.
or using brute force to find solutions?
That's where the guess-proof aspect of frontier math comes in.
Okay.
You see, some AI systems can appear intelligent just by exploiting patterns in data. To combat this, frontier math problems are intentionally designed to require a deep understanding of mathematical concepts.
Right.
And they just can't be solved by brute force computation or clever shortcuts.
They can't just like hack it.
It's like designing a lock that can't be picked. You're forcing AI to demonstrate genuine problem-solving skills.
So it's like setting up an obstacle course for AI.
Yes.
Pushing it to show true comprehension rather than just pattern recognition.
Exactly.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
But who actually comes up with these brain-twisting math problems?
So over 60 mathematicians from top universities around the world were actually involved in creating and vetting these problems.
60.
They're the real masterminds behind this challenge.
Wow, that's a serious team of math wizards.
Yeah.
So in this deep dive, we're going to explore what makes frontier math
Yeah.
so unique and challenging, hear what those mathematicians think about it,
Uh-huh.
and see how AI measures up against these mind-boggling problems.
And most importantly, we'll examine what these results tell us about how far AI still needs to go
Okay.
to reach human-level mathematical ability.
Exactly. Let's start with the problems themselves.
Okay.
We know they cover a huge range of modern mathematics, but can you give us some concrete examples of what these problems actually look like?
Absolutely. For instance, in the realm of number theory, one problem might ask you to prove a new theorem about prime numbers, while a combinatorics problem could involve finding the most efficient way to arrange a set of objects under specific constraints.
So we're not talking about simple equations here.
No.
These are problems that could take even expert mathematicians
Right.
hours or even days to solve.
Precisely. And that's precisely the point.
Yeah.
Frontier math aims to capture the complexity and depth of real mathematical research, where solutions often require a combination of deep knowledge, creative thinking, and even a bit of intuition.
Okay, so we have these incredibly difficult guess-proof problems,
Uh-huh.
but there's another fascinating detail you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
The answers can be automatically checked by a computer.
Right.
How does that work?
That's a crucial part of what makes frontier math so rigorous and scalable.
Okay.
Most of the problems have numerical answers, which are easy for a computer to verify.
Uh-huh.
They also use specialized software that can handle more complex mathematical objects, ensuring that the grading is completely objective and free from human bias.
So it's like having an answer key
Yeah.
but on a much more sophisticated level.
Right.
The computer isn't actually solving the problem, it's just checking if the answer provided is correct.
That's right. This automated verification process
Oh.
allows researchers to test a large number of AI models against frontier math problems.
All right.
And get clear, consistent results.
That makes perfect sense, but with problems this difficult, how do they even begin to gauge the difficulty level?
Yeah.
I mean, what's considered hard for one mathematician
Right.
might be a walk in the park for another, right?
That's a great point to address this. They developed a three-dimensional rating system for each problem,
Okay.
focusing on background, creativity, and execution.
Okay. Let's unpack those dimensions.
Okay.
Background seems pretty straightforward. It's about the level of prior knowledge needed.
Yes. Background ranges from high school level to research level,
Okay.
reflecting the depth of understanding needed. Then you have creativity, which is estimated in hours.
Okay.
This measures how long an expert would need to just figure out the key ideas needed to solve the problem.
Oh.
That aha moment where you see the path to the solution.
So it's like measuring the time it takes to have that spark of insight?
Precisely.
Okay.
And finally, there's execution, also measured in hours, which represents the time it takes to actually work through the technical details and arrive at the final answer.
It's like they've broken down the problem-solving process into its core components.
Yeah.
That's incredibly clever.
Yeah.
But even with this detailed rating system, it must be challenging to objectively assess the difficulty of these problems.
You're absolutely right. They acknowledge that judging the difficulty of math problems can be subjective.
Sure.
What seems impossible at first glance might become trivial once you learn a particular technique or approach.
It's like that saying, if you only have a hammer, every problem looks like a nail.
Right.
The tools and perspectives you bring to a problem can dramatically influence how
Like
difficult it appears.
And that's part of what makes this whole endeavor so fascinating.
Yeah.
Frontier math isn't just about testing AI. It's also about pushing the boundaries of human understanding
Right.
and challenging us to think about problem solving in new ways.
So how do the most advanced AI systems fare against these mind-boggling challenges?
Right.
Are they cracking these problems left and right, or are they struggling to keep up?
Well, the results might surprise you. Even the most sophisticated AI models are only able to solve a tiny fraction of frontier math problems,
Really?
hovering around a mere 2% success rate.
2%. So are we saying that AI is still in its mathematical toddler phase?
In a way, yes.
Oh.
While AI has made incredible strides in many areas when it comes to tackling truly complex original math problems, it still has a long way to go.
But wait, didn't you mention that one AI managed to solve a problem by essentially running simulations and guessing the answer?
That's right. But it's important to emphasize that this type of shortcut
Okay.
doesn't demonstrate true understanding.
Right.
While it might seem like a success on the surface,
Yeah.
it only worked on a handful of problems and doesn't represent genuine problem-solving ability.
So AI is still trying to find its footing in the world of high-level mathematics.
Yeah.
But what do actual mathematicians, the best minds in the field,
Yeah.
think about these challenges?
To get their perspective, researchers interviewed some of the world's leading mathematicians,
Okay.
including Fields medalists,
Wow.
about frontier math. And what's fascinating is that even these brilliant minds found the problems incredibly challenging.
So if these problems are stumping the world's top mathematicians,
Yeah.
what does that say about the task facing AI?
It highlights just how significant the gap is between human and machine capabilities in this domain.
Wow.
One mathematician even compared trying to solve these problems with AI to having a graduate student and a supercomputer as assistants,
Oh, wow.
emphasizing the level of effort and ingenuity required.
That's a powerful analogy. It suggests that AI at its current stage isn't about replacing mathematicians, but rather about augmenting their abilities. It's
Wow.
like having a powerful tool
Yeah,
that can handle complex calculations and help explore different approaches.
exactly.
But wouldn't you agree that this is still a pretty remarkable accomplishment?
It is.
I mean, even having a graduate student and a supercomputer at your disposal is pretty impressive, right?
It is, and it speaks to the progress that's been made in AI,
Yeah.
but it also underscores the fact that we're still in the early stages
Okay.
of developing AI that can truly rival human mathematicians
Right.
in terms of creativity, insight, and deep understanding.
So it's not about AI taking over, but about AI becoming a collaborator, helping mathematicians push the boundaries of what's possible.
Exactly.
Now, to understand how frontier math was created, I think we need to dig a little deeper into the process behind it.
Okay.
They didn't just throw any random hard math problem into the mix, right?
Right.
There was specific criteria, weren't there?
You're absolutely right.
Huh.
Creating frontier math was an incredibly meticulous process.
Yeah.
They had a very specific set of criteria for each problem beyond just being guess-proof and difficult.
Oh, yeah. You mentioned that every problem had to be completely original. They couldn't
Yes.
just rehash existing problems or pull stuff from textbooks.
Exactly.
That sounds like a pretty daunting task.
It was a huge undertaking.
Where do you even begin to find that many brand new, challenging math problems?
They had to tap into a global network of mathematicians,
Oh, wow.
each working on cutting-edge research
Okay.
to come up with these unique problems.
Wow.
And to prevent any accidental leaks or contamination,
Oh, right.
they took security incredibly seriously.
I bet. So we're talking encrypted communication, password-protected files, the whole 9 yards.
Absolutely. We really went above and beyond
Yeah.
to ensure the integrity of the benchmark.
Uh-huh.
Another crucial criterion was that each problem had to have a solution that could be checked automatically by a computer.
Right, you mentioned that earlier, but how do you even design a math problem that a computer can grade? It's not like they're plugging in equations into a calculator, are they?
It's more sophisticated than that.
Right.
While many problems do have numerical answers that are easy for a computer to check,
You're right.
they also use special software called SIMPy, which can handle more abstract mathematical objects, like symbolic expressions and matrices.
So the computer isn't actually solving the problem, it's just verifying that the answer provided fits the criteria.
Exactly.
Sort of like a super-powered answer key.
That's right. This automated verification is a key part of what makes frontier math so scalable and rigorous.
Okay.
It allows researchers to test a wide range of AI models efficiently
Mm-hmm.
and get clear, objective results without the need for human graders.
Okay, that makes sense. So we've got these incredibly difficult, guess-proof original problems, all with computer verifiable answers.
Yes.
It's like they've created the ultimate test for AI.
Right.
But we've talked a lot about how difficult these problems are for AI.
Oh.
If the goal is to measure AI progress, don't we need a way to know how these problems stack up against each other
Right.
and against what human mathematicians can do?
You bring an important point.
Uh-huh.
Even with problems of this caliber, some are going to be trickier than others.
Right.
To address that, they developed a three-dimensional rating system for each problem:
Right.
background, creativity, and execution.
We touched on those dimensions earlier.
Yeah.
Background is the level of prior knowledge needed.
Uh-huh.
Creativity is the time to that aha moment of insight.
Yes.
And execution is the time to work through the details and reach the solution.
Right.
But how does that help compare problems or compare AI performance to human performance?
Think of it as a way to categorize the problems and understand the type of challenge they present.
Okay.
For example, a problem with a high creativity rating might suggest that it requires a significant leap of insight,
Yeah.
making it particularly difficult for current AI systems,
Okay.
which often excel at brute force computation, but struggle with abstract reasoning.
I see.
Yeah.
So even though all frontier math problems are difficult,
Yes.
those with high creativity ratings might be the ones where we see the biggest difference between AI and human performance.
Exactly. And by tracking how AI performance changes over time.
Yep.
On problems with different ratings, researchers can get a more nuanced understanding of where AI is making progress
Right.
and where it continues to fall short.
That's really interesting, but even with this detailed rating system, judging the difficulty of math problems can still feel subjective.
You're absolutely right.
What seems impossible at first might become much easier once you learn a specific technique or approach.
The tools and perspectives you bring to a problem can dramatically influence how difficult it appears.
It reminds me of the saying, if you only have a hammer, every problem looks like a nail.
Right.
Sometimes you need a completely different set of tools to even see the solution.
That's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
And that's part of what makes frontier math such a fascinating benchmark.
Mhm.
It's not just a static test.
Right.
It's a dynamic challenge that evolves as our understanding of mathematics grows
Right.
and as AI develops new capabilities.
So it's not just about measuring AI against a fixed standard. It's about pushing the boundaries of both AI and human ingenuity in a kind of ongoing intellectual arms race.
Precisely. And by analyzing how AI approaches these problems,
Yeah.
we might even gain new insights into how humans solve complex problems, potentially leading to new mathematical techniques or educational approaches.
That's incredible. It sounds like frontier math isn't just about testing AI, it's about exploring the nature of mathematical thinking itself,
Nice.
both human and artificial.
And that brings us to a crucial question.
Okay,
What are the implications of AI's performance on frontier math?
right.
What does that 2% success rate actually tell us?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is it a sign that AI is still far from achieving human level math skills, or is it a stepping stone to something much bigger?
Well, it's certainly humbling.
Okay.
It reminds us that even the most advanced AI models are still just scratching the surface
Right.
when it comes to true mathematical understanding.
But didn't you say that even Fields medalists found these problems incredibly challenging?
Yes,
So maybe that 2% isn't so bad after all.
that's a valid point. It's important to remember that frontier math problems are designed to be exceptionally difficult, pushing the limits of human intellect as well.
Right.
So while AI's current performance might seem modest,
Okay.
it's important to consider the context.
So it's not necessarily about AI replacing human mathematicians anytime soon,
Right.
but more about AI becoming a powerful tool to help mathematicians push the boundaries of what's possible.
Precisely. Imagine AI working alongside mathematicians,
Yeah.
helping them tackle complex calculations, explore new hypotheses, and test out ideas.
Uh-huh.
It could significantly accelerate the pace of mathematical discovery.
Okay, so maybe AI isn't going to be proving groundbreaking theorems on its own just yet,
Right.
but it could become an invaluable partner for human mathematicians.
Exactly.
Well, what about the bigger picture?
Right.
What are the potential implications of AI achieving a high level of math proficiency, not just on math itself, but on other fields?
That's where things get really interesting. Almost every scientific discipline relies on mathematical models and computations.
So, if AI could become a master of frontier math level mathematics,
Uh-huh.
it could potentially revolutionize those fields as well.
Absolutely. Imagine AI assisting with breakthroughs in fields like physics, medicine, economics.
Wow. We're talking about potential breakthroughs in everything from understanding the universe to curing diseases to solving global economic challenges.
Exactly. The possibilities are vast and incredibly exciting.
Yeah.
But as with any powerful technology, there are also potential risks and ethical considerations we need to be mindful of.
Right. It's important to consider the potential downsides as well.
Yeah.
But for now, let's focus on the positive potential. Frontier math seems to be providing a fascinating glimpse into what the future of mathematical research could look like, with AI playing an increasingly prominent role.
It certainly is, and it's a powerful reminder that we're living in a time of unprecedented technological change. What the future holds is still uncertain, but frontier math will undoubtedly be an essential tool for measuring just how far AI can go
Yeah.
and for guiding its development in a responsible and beneficial direction.
It's a reminder that we need to be asking the big questions and thinking critically about the role of AI in our world, not just in mathematics, but in every aspect of our lives.
It definitely is a time of incredible change, and it's hard to predict exactly what the future holds. But frontier math gives us a framework for thinking about the possibilities and for measuring AI's progress in a meaningful way.
It's like a yardstick for the AI age, helping us track how far we've come and how far we still have to go. But let's go back to that thought-provoking question you raised earlier. What happens if AI actually succeeds? What if we reach a point where AI can consistently solve these mind-boggling frontier math problems?
That's the big question, isn't it? It would certainly be a remarkable achievement, signaling a paradigm shift in how we approach mathematical research. Imagine AI collaborating with mathematicians, not just as assistants, but as true partners, pushing the boundaries of mathematical discovery in ways we can't even imagine yet.
It's like having a whole new species of mathematical mind to bounce ideas off of, to challenge our assumptions and help us see problems from completely different perspectives.
Exactly. And the implications extend far beyond just mathematics. Think about fields like physics, medicine, economics. Almost every scientific discipline relies on mathematical models and computations.
So if AI could crack frontier math, it could potentially unlock breakthroughs in those fields as well.
Absolutely. It could help us solve problems that have stumped us for centuries, leading to advancements in everything from drug discovery to understanding the universe. Imagine AI helping us develop new renewable energy sources, design personalized medical treatments, or create more sustainable economic systems.
It's both incredibly exciting and a little bit daunting to think about all the possibilities.
It's true. There are definitely ethical and philosophical questions we need to grapple with as AI's capabilities continue to advance. But for now, frontier math gives us a glimpse of the incredible potential that lies ahead if we can harness this technology responsibly.
It's a powerful reminder that we're living at a pivotal moment in history. AI is rapidly evolving, and frontier math is providing us with a front row seat to witness its progress.
And it challenges us to keep pushing our own intellectual boundaries.
Mm,
After all, if AI is striving to reach the frontiers of mathematics, shouldn't we be striving right alongside it?
absolutely. We need to keep asking the big questions, exploring new ideas, and pushing the limits of human ingenuity. Who knows what incredible discoveries await us on the other side of this frontier?
That's the beauty of it all. We're on a journey of discovery, and frontier math is helping to illuminate the path ahead.
Well, folks, that's our deep dive into frontier math. It's a topic that's sure to spark debate and ignite imaginations for years to come. We hope you enjoyed exploring this frontier with us.
And who knows? Maybe one of you listening will be the one to develop the AI that finally cracks frontier math and unlocks a whole new era of mathematical and scientific discovery. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. It definitely is a time of incredible change, and it's really hard to predict exactly what the future holds. But frontier math gives us a framework for thinking about the possibilities and for measuring AI's progress in a meaningful way.
It's like a yardstick for the AI age, helping us track how far we've come and how far we still have to go. But let's go back to that thought provoking question you raised earlier.
Yeah.
What happens if AI actually succeeds?
Right.
What if we reach a point where AI can consistently solve these mind boggling frontier math problems?
That's the big question, isn't it? It would certainly be a remarkable achievement, signaling a paradigm shift in how we approach mathematical research. Imagine AI collaborating with mathematicians, not just as assistants, but as true partners, pushing the boundaries of mathematical discovery in ways we can't even imagine yet.
It's like having a whole new species of mathematical mind to bounce ideas off of, to challenge our assumptions and help us see problems from completely different perspectives.
Exactly. And the implications extend far beyond just mathematics. Think about fields like physics, medicine, economics. Almost every scientific discipline relies on mathematical models and computations.
So, if AI could crack frontier math, it could potentially unlock breakthroughs in those fields as well.
Absolutely. It can help us solve problems that have stumped us for centuries, leading to advancements in everything from drug discovery to understanding the universe.
Yeah.
Imagine AI helping us develop new renewable energy sources, design personalized medical treatments, or create more sustainable economic systems.
It's both incredibly exciting and a little bit daunting to think about all the possibilities.
It's true. There are definitely ethical and philosophical questions we need to grapple with as AI's capabilities continue to advance. But for now, frontier math gives us a glimpse of the incredible potential that lies ahead if we can harness this technology responsibly.
It's a powerful reminder that we're living at a pivotal moment in history. AI is rapidly evolving, and frontier math is providing us with a front row seat to witness its progress.
And it challenges us to keep pushing our own intellectual boundaries. After all, if AI is striving to reach the frontiers of mathematics, shouldn't we be striving right alongside it?
Absolutely. We need to keep asking the big questions, exploring new ideas, and pushing the limits of human ingenuity. Who knows what incredible discoveries await us on the other side of this frontier?
That's the beauty of it all. We're on a journey of discovery, and frontier math is helping to illuminate the path ahead.
Well, that's our deep dive into frontier math. It's a topic that's sure to spark debate and ignite imaginations for years to come. We hope you enjoyed exploring this frontier with us.
And who knows? Maybe one of you listening will be the one to develop the AI that finally cracks frontier math and unlocks a whole new era of mathematical and scientific discovery.
Yeah.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.